than YouTube. Format's at an end. We've got the new list. We know what's going to be taken care of and brought back in September.
Where's the band stuff actually?
Band stuff's here. We'll go through that later though. So I thought we'd give you a rundown of everything we played this format and what we thought of the format, and just let you know how it all went. The first tournament I played in properly was the Battle of Kings qualifier in Glasgow. It's a Spellbound it's at, I think. It's kind of hot, it was kind of cold when I went there, to be fair, because it was all snowing still. But I played Sabres there. That was my pick of 3 best cards in that deck that day. It was actually amazing.
Did you not like Dark Soul?
Dark Soul's obviously a good card in Sabres, but this is just unreal. And I hadn't played this before that tournament in Tech Sabres, and it was amazing. A lot of people playing Frog Monarch there, so this card obviously wrecked it, because they were just bringing their frogs back after they used all their Monarchs. It was great from them. This card, it's been banned now for a reason, let's be fair, but it was kind of good. After getting rid of the hand, just playing that set, and just so good. Dark Soul's obviously amazing. I got all the way to the final that day. I'm not going to say beat, I'm going to say sacked, because he was terrible. It wasn't that terrible.
Sure he is a joke.
Yeah, it wasn't that terrible, to be honest. By Brocky, he's playing a value table and has in complete control of the game. He just mills loads of stuff, plays all these cards randomly, yet skillfully randomly, obviously. Mills the exact cards that'll get him game.
It's card trick, because Millen, we realised that Millen's awful straight away. Yeah, other people can mill perfect, but it's not skillful at all. So bad this format. Previous format was good. It's going to be good next format, Lights One. Yeah.
This format bad, real bad.
That was awful.
I got some packs for coming second in that. I got a drawstring bag, which is just got about 1,000 cards in it now because I don't use it for anything. But in my packs I pulled the secret Dragoonty guy, which was worth about 20 quid at the time. And a Formula Synchron as well, I don't them in the pack. Yeah, that was my first one with Sabres.
Then we didn't play one. Well, we're both judged. Battle of Kingdoms qualified in Newcastle, because I qualified last one and he qualified in Scotland. So we're just watching what people were playing. Jordan and AJ both played this Chaos deck. We did not have it built properly, so this wasn't. Was this in the side deck?
It wasn't in the side. There was only one though. They built it at the start of the tournament as well.
Built it at the start of the tournament, so it wasn't properly built. And
they both top for it though.
Jordan went 6-1-0, and then AJ went.
Jordan comes second, didn't he?
Jordan was second. No, Jordan was first in Swiss.
But in top 8. No, he didn't even make top 4, did he? He got beaten top 4 by Sammy.
He got beaten top 4 by Sammy. AJ lost. AJ top 4 as well, did he?
He got beat by Stephen Wong with Sabres as well. The Sabres tournament.
So Sabres, with the deck list to Sabres. But we ended up using it at UK Pro. Like all of us put our own text in and change things. And then AJ uses Bottomless. No, did he?
Caius.
No, AJ made Caius.
And Sean used Global.
Because he didn't have a clue about the deck. We all used a Bottomless instead, and we got the side deck perfect. The side deck was stunned. It was like 2-1.
Like
this
12
card,
cards against
this was. We should have had the side deck in the main really, because this card is put in against everything and beat everything. And Abdul loves it.
Abdul does love it. I mean, this card as well. It's just all about 1-for-1s. This deck and getting advantage. It's just so good. You play this, you always hit something good because there's loads of good cards to hit. When it dies, you get something like this back, or even this. This card was amazing that day.
This was before the format was too fast though, and before Tengus and all of that.
Yeah, there was nothing like that.
So it was. Everyone else was playing Sabres.
Gravekeepers was there as well.
Gravekeepers, Samurais.
Frognark. There wasn't that many Samurais.
I played Samurais round 2 as well.
I played Samurais on one actually. I played James Knight from here, going all the way down to Sheffield. Played some guy from my local. I think I beat him 2-1 though, because I think he misplayed. He made Park Young, and then I went TT, and he let everything die, but got his Grandmaster back home. Thank you.
Free win. But that was a 2-day event. And day 1. How many rounds was it? Day 1? 6.
6 day 1.
I went 5-1 day 1. And I lost to.
I was 4-1
Sabres.
Drew with Jordan.
Because they ID'd.
I don't even know what that is.
But then went to day 2. I played against some Dragon guy, but then he was late, so I only played 1 game against him, and I didn't just win, I battled him in it. Then I played, how many rounds? Was it 2 rounds? No, it was 3.
3 left.
Then I played something, I can't remember, I played something else, and then last round I played against a Plan was it Chaos Plant, and he thought I was playing Chaos Plant as well because he beat his game 1 and only saw Spirit Reaper. And then game 2 he put like Chained Experience in, he put all anti, he put like DD Crown and stuff. And obviously I was using like Alchemist, Warrior Ladies, Breaker, Sorcerers, so I got complete advantage.
DD Crow was a good card.
DD Crow was awful. We sided 1, it was awful.
Would have got me game. Would have got me game.
Would have, but we'll get to that in a bit. And then I won the last game.
I think I was I was X1-1, day 1. Then in day 2, the first one I played was Frognark, and 2-0'd him.
Oh, I played against him that one, didn't I?
So I knew where he played, so I was watching it. Then I played against...
That was Fossil Diner. Fossil Diner beat
Fossil Diner. I think it was Samurai deck, I think. No, it was Sabres. Sabres of that. And I beat him as well. Then the last round I went to time and I was against Gravekeepers. Until I reborned his Ryo. And then we tried to Solomonic after I'd already targeted, and Avid gave some questionable rulings, which worked in my favour, but I had game anyway, because even if you paid 2,000 for warning, I had a monster in my hand to attack the game anyway. So it was fine.
We love you, Avid.
Yeah. Welcome here anytime.
Right, we're both
topped.
Both got
the same
topped. I came 8th in Swiss, he was 9th in Swiss. So we ended up playing each other in top 16. I ended up winning. Thought I'd lost, which was scary.
It was a proper good game as well.
It was actually...
He laced me game 1 because he opened amazing and I had that shit.
Then
and
he
I laced him in
game 2.
Then game 3, he had 100 life points. I summoned a guy, he solomoned. I had like 900
I was on
left.
50s and 900 and I drew... I beat you with Banisher or Alchemist.
Yeah, some little weenie guy.
Attack the game and
I was
his
drawing
next
Crow next turn. Some Crow attack the game, but no. I had goals in my hand, obviously goals is no good when I've only got 900 life points.
Then I lose to the amazing Luke Leonard next round because, face it, the kid's one of the best players in the world. He got the World Championships.
I don't know how he did that though.
I'm not sure.
Probably did quite well.
I don't know, he wouldn't screw in, I've had like that.
No. Cheated a bit as well, didn't he? UK Pro.
Oh, just a bit.
Making East out of
Banisher and
yes.
Partial.
I got you game in the end, so it's fine.
I know. When I seen it and I was like, that's fine by me. And then I ended up winning with Book of Moon. What did I do? I Veiled it, then I Book of Mooned it, and I Darkhold, then I Reborned. So
yes, everything.
Quite a lot of cards really.
So that was UK Pro. It was a good tournament.
Yep.
We went out as well. A little bit.
I did.
He judged. That was it. That's all he did.
Oh, Jordan. That's when Jordan quit after that because him and Luke Quincy were both on the bubble, and then it was 1-1, and then time was called, and they went out for the last game, even though the winner would have definitely topped. But because they both drew, there's no way either of them could top. So Jordan got really annoyed. Jordan
he did get really annoyed.
Luke was obviously upset. So it was. Neither player wanted it, but it had to happen because of stupid rulings. But yeah. Then after that we. I played a local. I used Blackwings, which isn't here because the deck was just for a laugh.
I think the local after that I played Debris.
AJ cheated me in time, but let's not go to that because AJ's a dirty little cheater.
So bad.
So that was just a random local. No one really bothered. Then
that was a PS3 one, wasn't it? I got beat by Ben 1 in top 4. That was
a final.
No, I got beat in the top 4 because he went up the final after that.
I can't remember.
He was using Hero Beat.
Wasn't that good of a tournament, really.
Wasn't.
It's a bad time. What happened after? What tournament was after? Was that the regional after?
It was the regional.
I played the regional. I didn't have a clue what I was going to play for this regional. Not a clue in the world. Didn't know anything. Just because after Chaos, no one wanted to play Chaos anymore, really.
Not before that, we went to Huddersfield. That's where AJ became Huddersfield.
AJ won this Huddersfield local.
I think he played at least 4 rounds or something like that. 4 grueling rounds.
Honestly.
We got there, we'd missed a round, and then the second round was just about to finish. And I think he had a coin toss with me of who got the win. That's how late we got there. He won the coin toss very skillfully. He called heads, I called tails. You see where this is going.
This guy, is that when he played Jordan Dempsey and Rick Cherry?
He played Rick Cherry.
Played Rick Cherry, who should have won the World Championships. But at the time,
World Championships, to be fair.
Rick Cherry would have won World Championships because he's just a beast. He's amazing. I love you. Then Jordan Dempsey, he was there. Kid thinks he's good. He's just there. He's like Sean, but like Sean's not even there. Sean might physically be there, but he's not actually there. But anyway, we'll get back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, Sean, honestly, Sean Thompson. This kid.
I think Battle of the Kingdoms 3 was a little bit major.
You think? Oh, Battle City, man.
That one too.
It's Battle City. He's playing Frog FTK, he wins every single dice roll, right? And then he still ends up losing. Like, he loses one of his games somehow, even though he opens God. And then he complains, and he gets to the final, loses because he didn't side deck. Yeah, he classes it as a moral win because he knows, he thinks, wait, in his head he definitely won. Because this kid is absolutely stupid.
That tournament though, it's not this format, let's be fair about this. that tournament, X-Savers, right?
Oh, this is when people played Starlight Road.
Nobody played Warnings, which was legal for the tournament. Nobody played Dualities.
Or Scrap Dragon.
Or Scrap Dragon, or Effect Veilers. These were all legal for the tournament. Nobody played. I can't believe
Crazy
it. When
kids.
you look back at it,
we played Phantom of Chaos and Sabres.
And it was
we
amazing.
were geniuses. We built the best
probably
deck.
Cat attributed. Oh, do you play 2 cats now?
And we both went terrible. Played 3 cats. 1 or 2.
2.
We played Monk as well. The build was perfect, but we'll get back to this format.
I'm kind of tired all the time about that.
I think that was like 2 formats, of course.
Anyway, right. So it was the qualifier, yes.
Yeah.
I think I played Samurai for it and scrubbed because I built it. It was when Dojo first came out and I wanted to try it. I built a really weird build. It was just terrible. I think I won 1 more than I lost. It was kind of bad.
AJ showed his Worms like the day before or something, and I just thought it was just stupid. He played it like the recent. Before this, I forgot about this. I played Zombies. Me and Josh built this zombie deck with Zombie World, triples main.
Oh, yes.
We made 1 duality, 1 terraforming, right? I was going to play Samurais, perfectly built, amazing. I ended up using this zombie deck, Exo Swiss, Exo and keep winning, and I win the final. But anyway, I forgot about that.
Oh,
I actually did forget about
I
that.
forgot about that too.
But that's when I first seen Worms.
That's when Susie should have beat you actually. But you didn't.
Oh, this kid, right?
This one behind the camera.
I know I'm not the cameraman, right? But no, come on.
This kid hanging her head
This
in
kid,
shame.
see this
And
kid?
get him on the field. She went attack. And then when he got his pyramid tail down defense, now I'll play enemy controller and take you to
But right, it's on video as well. So if you'd like to see it, well, just click on the. It's just above the video. It says TeamNet UK. Click on that. Scroll down to Danny versus Susie, and then it's a good game.
We've told her off, so she knows better now.
Yeah, but
There's a very good game where I actually beat Danny like a long time ago though, where I get
Shiny Black Sea,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Before it was legal. Yep. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sorry.
Was it?
There you go. Right. Anyway.
God, Susie,
Right.
taking over.
AJ showed us this worm deck with these ugly things, and I thought, whoa, that looks like Sean. And I thought, hang on, no, it reminds me about his, like, I don't know, bad things, bad man things, right? But I decided to build it the day of the tournament. Never played it before. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. Decided to build the stun side deck, which AJ played as well, because I actually
thought about this,
and I thought about the main as well, and we'll put double 7 tools in. Because if you've got like 14 monsters, is it?
Yeah.
Something like that. And if they won on your guy, you pretty much like lose your momentum. So we needed 7 tools. So we played that. I made his deck better. Sai built it though. Sai actually built Worms. Let's face it. Right.
Worms, it's my deck.
But,
Anybody from Sutton Coldfield, ask them. Nat's sides, ask them. It's my deck.
But
Not the Spanish guy who cheats and plays
this-
bad things.
Oh, that Spanish guy who went a world.
Ask Rick Cherry about him.
Rick Cherry, who battered this kid like a fish.
Let's cover these up just in case Rick's watching actually.
Yeah, actually, Rick rips these up. Rick doesn't like these. I love you, Rick. But I ended up going 5-0 straight off with this, and AJ was 5-0. And we played each other round 6 at the regional. He beats me because he knew the deck, and he drew so much better. And he went first and drew Zex, and you need the Zex Yagan away, and I didn't have it. And he had double Nebula. What can I say? Good player. Then we'll win next game. Then I have to go to work, but I qualified. And then you played the next one after that.
It was it the day after? Was it the day after we went to Sutton Coldfield? Yeah. So me, Susie, and AJ rambled out to Sutton Coldfield, which is in Birmingham apparently. So kind of well to get there. Obviously this card is just amazing. So the deck is 3 of these. You summon this, drops this to the graveyard. This effect is when it's in the graveyard and this is on the field. You can special summon it face down, and when this is flipped face up, it bounces a monster, face up monster.
Face up monster, that's the key.
Mad Bell, face up monster. If Abuka Moon the monster this targets, it's no longer face up, therefore it does not bounce.
just like you to know this. You should have known this for European Championships in the top 8.
This card's fairly good, but this one. Flip all face down monsters face.
That is the best card of the game.
This activates, and then in the end phase it flips all light reptiles face down. You draw a card for each one, and then you special summon a big light reptile, which is Worm King. Worm King tributes a worm to destroy a card on the field.
Not face up, face down, not monster.
Any card.
Any card.
This
isn't as good. It's like, not so good anymore.
You may even only play one now, because I haven't had a look at the deck then. But I'm going to play it because it's easily amazing with Xyz, because obviously they're all level 4.
I forgot that you use that next one, actually.
You get it, and you put them on top of each other, you make a Utopia or a Roach, because you've lost Suppression. Suppression was iffy in this deck at best, but obviously Roach is going to be amazing. Yeah. Roach will be amazing in it, but this just destroys a reptile and 2 of your opponent's cards. So it's not like a stack where it tributes it. So you target this. If they stop that, this doesn't die, you haven't lost anything. They've obviously lost a card for a 1/1. But if it goes through, you're obviously chaining it to say if you attack with this, they go D-Prison, you target this and know the cards they've got, you get a plus off that. Just it generates so much plus, it's just an amazing deck, which is why I built it, and it's why I love it. It may actually be my favourite deck from last format, because it was so good.
You come to that conclusion now?
I think it might be. Just looking at all these, obviously I like this one because it did me well at Euros. As a deck as a whole, this is just really good.
See, I don't like it as much because the hands I get with this deck.
Yeah, he doesn't know about it.
I really don't.
You play triple duality in it as well because it's just crazy. Just lets you do everything. Double, obviously, 7 tools to start it. You play your effect veilers because you have to stop some cards one and again. And it's a tuner. AJ reckons you never tune with it. I've made
do.
Canny few singles for
you
game.
Really do.
You only make them when you go in for game as well.
Wasn't it?
It was before Trishula. Now you can obviously summon effect veiler, make a Trishula. After bouncing a card back to the hand, so you get the most out of your Trishula as well. If they've got so many monsters, you can bounce one. Got a hand monster, hand graveyard there. It's just so good a deck.
Right, Battle of the Kingdoms after that?
Yeah, Battle of the Kingdoms final, which is on the same weekend as Nats.
So the day before.
I played this again because I loved it so much.
Then I came up with this deck. It's like 2-guide, triple of everything. And then the Battle of the Kingdoms build, I'm in triple Decree, Nostalgia into Gravekeepers, which no one expected.
Which was the right choice for that tournament.
It was so good for the tournament because it was 6 rounds of Swiss top 8, so it was just like a local size, but it was like all the best players in the UK. And even some of them didn't even qualify because this qualifying was quite hard to get to.
Yeah.
Played 3 of these in the original build, and I played this before everyone knew what it was. So when I was doing it, people were just like really surprised at how good it was, and I topped that. And then I got to the finals and played against Jake Quincy, he was playing Dimfisher Sams, and I ended up losing. That's on video. I don't know where. It's on video somewhere, and you can just see.
It's quite a lot of last format on video, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
It's on a YouTube channel, which obviously you're on there now because you're watching this. So I'm not even going to tell you where it is. But there's a Facebook page as well, which is Shadow Realm Tournament, and all the tournament reports can be on there as well.
But TeamNet UK is actually Team Danny UK because the website, it's all about me.
It used to be about the whole team, but Danny's ego got so big they wanted to leave the channel just for him. And we've got a separate channel where we put the videos, and there's one channel just for his head. But he topped Battle of the Kingdoms. I think I came 9th. Battle of the Kingdoms.
I don't even know what I've topped now.
In the last round I played Swan. I had a canny few cards up on him, and there wasn't really anything you could do because I had quite a lot of cards. He flipped a Raikou, killed one of my cards, he milled a Dandelion and a Spore, which is kind of good going, obviously. Yeah, I obviously planned for that to happen. He made a Bionic. Obviously, as we know, if you can't get rid of Bionic straight away, you're probably going to lose to it. He had Reborn in his hand, he bounced my Oppression. No, he killed my Oppression with the Raikou. That's when he milled them things. He made the Bionic, bounced all my cards, played Reborn, tapped me for game. Well done. So I came 9th in that, which is a bit disappointing to be fair. But I should have topped it.
We won these official Battle of the Kingdoms 2011 mats, which are clearly the regional mats from 2010.
Mine turned into a tenner and a DCK when I came back.
And mine's still here.
Yeah, I'd rather have a DCK than that, to be fair.
Right, and then the night after actually, we decided that there was going to be a lot of bad players. With it being Open Nationals, there was going to be a lot of players, and therefore a lot of bad players. So I figured that decrease wouldn't be good enough in my main, because there'd be too much aggression. I wouldn't have been able to stop it. So I took the decree engine out, and I took some of my triplicates down to 2.
Took a Vela out as well.
I took a Vela out. I put this to 2. No, I think I had this at 2 anyway, didn't I? I definitely put this to 2.
We left that at 3 because we played God as well.
No, I only had 2 of these in there.
Did we? We played God as well.
The God was so good. We wanted to play 2 gods and one of this.
One game when I played Samurai, I set the God turn 1. Yeah, made a Shane and made a Kizan. You attack with the Kizan first, like a good player. Took 100, then I bounced the Shane. So I had like +4. It was just stupid by my turn.
But we had like dim prisons and that build, just standard chop lineup, consistent. Still, people didn't know what Tour Guide was.
Yeah, people didn't affect Vela, which is obviously a good thing to do against them.
It was stupid at this point because I forgot. I explained the deck to Simon, but I forgot to explain Tragodia, which I wish I had at the time. But I didn't, unfortunately. And Tragodia can be switched to attack mode.
You can also attack when it does
if Tragodia is like this, you can do this, and then you can do this. If they've got nothing and it wins you the game, if their life points is quite low.
Yeah, because I didn't bother adding up my round 1. I didn't attack with Tragodia because it was only on like 600, but you only had 200 left.
Simon does have a rule where he's not allowed top nationals though.
Yeah, I was from nationals. To be fair, the deck was good. I mean, I don't love playing Tour Guide for some reason because I always draw away with it, but I can see why the card is amazing. But loads of time I opened up with like double Tour Guide and a Sangan, or a Sangan and a Tour Guide, and obviously you didn't have Exceeds there, and it's not amazing to get another Tour Guide straight away and just do all the stuff there. I'd rather set the Sangan and use the Sangan first. There were a lot of bad players. I played the very worst bad players who I'm playing conservative, playing well as I should.
So you weren't playing Mirror Force in this deck?
Yeah, they're just spamming loads of guys and attacking. I don't even care what Mirror Force or goals are. Let's not even think about those. Let's just attack. Oh, hang on. If it has goals, I'm going to lose to it, but that's fine. Let's just keep attacking. So yeah, I got beat by them. This is essential for Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments.
You need Drench.
This is your Drench.
This is the thing. I had so much of this.
There was a deal with Smith. They must have made so much money off this.
Actually,
because that was like 180 a bottle there because it was in the train station. But it is the drink of duelists. It's just amazing.
Sure it is.
Raspberry and Cranberry, that's the only one that's
best flavour. But I was like 6-0 up. Then I lost to Jimmy Stafford round 7 because he was playing Mill version of Raiko's. Mill's a Spawn and Dandelion. I prepared for it. I get back into the game. He tops Mind Control. Then later on he tops Just Shoot. And I'm like, right. Just Shoot with me all 3 games, but he's a good player anyway, so that's fine. Then I ended up playing his mate and beating him. Then I played against some guy. I don't know. And
so the Dragon guy?
Yeah.
Future Fusion every opening
hand. Future Fusion every opening
round.
Every well. Single round. Everyone noticed, not just me, literally. People who even wasn't playing, like people who, spectators watching it, seeing it as horrible, ridiculous. I don't know what the guy was called though.
And, I actually can't remember his name either.
So, what did you go there? Did you go 6-3 in the
I didn't even do that well, I don't think. Was it 5-4? How many rounds was it?
9.
I think it was 5-4, was it?
I think you were like 4-5.
4-5, that's a good
4-5, I was 7-2.
Did I even play at the end? I think I probably did, didn't I? I know I played in the side after that and I played Worms.
I got 9th in Swiss, day 1. So I'm glad it was cut. It was a high cut in top 8. I would have
64.
No, it was top 32. So it was a cut top 32. Round day 2. We went out for Frankie and Benny's, didn't we?
We did? Yeah.
It was amazing.
Oh, such a big bill that one.
Oh, the waitress was just amazing as well. She was hilarious as well.
We were all there. There's some random duelists behind us came in. We noticed them from Nats because some people that played them. And we got the waitress to go over and announce them as duelist scrubs and get them to keep the noise down because we were sitting there talking. And she did, and she said it to them, and they just looked at her like she was having a laugh because she was obviously, but so funny.
That was amazing.
It was like over £200 a bill though for Frankie Benny's that day.
Yeah, I seen it. I opened it. Had this face on.
Was it 250?
I don't know.
I think it was 249 or something.
I don't know. It was horrible.
But if you go to Frankie Benny's, you get the garlic dowables because they're
amazing. But if you get a soup, be careful because it's really hot. Danny didn't know this. Danny knew it was hot. But Danny got his mouth burnt. And then we went to bed. Day 2. So this Gravekeeper guy. stalled stupidly, and I'm going first, right? So I'm going first in time. I set Malevolent Catastrophe, Gravekeeper Spy. His turn. He goes, set a monster, pass. I draw, set Bottomless Trap Hole, pass. No, I don't set Bottomless, I'm lying, I just pass. He goes, summon a guy, sets 3, attacks into my monster, I activate Malevolent Catastrophe, get rid of his 4 guys, his 4 back rows, sorry, he's with no cards in hand. My Gravekeeper Spy flips, and I bounce his face down monster, which is set turn 1, so he's left with Commander on the field. I've got a Gravekeeper's Guard, that's what I meant to say, Guard, in defense mode. So he takes 300 from that. I draw for a turn, Puppet Platinum, switch, my Guard, hit, so Bottomless, pass, so he's drawn 1 card in hand, and he sits there for ages. I'm like, it's irrelevant, it can't be anything. It couldn't even be Brain Control, because that wouldn't have even been enough. Change of Heart wouldn't have even been enough. And he ends up summoning a guy, and I just Bottomless it. And he's like, oh yeah, that's game. Then I play Mr. Rick Cherry. Played Rick twice. First time I played Rick, he was a huffy bitch. Not joking. Just lost to some Irish guy.
I played Rick at
Rick. Before you know Rick, Rick's a huffy bitch. But when you know Rick, he's just a big...
When I was playing him on the stage, because he's University Lasses where I videonist, I'm sitting there, just playing my worms, set everything, start talking to these lasses. He's making all these complicated plays, he's playing Samurai, doing all this stuff. That's fine, yes, that's absolutely fine. He ends up attacking with Shien. I bounce it with this, because that's like a massive plus. That's where, I think that's where AJ got talking to them, because
AJ was in love with Dempsey. Honestly,
you've never seen anything like that.
When he come back, he was literally... AJ's not jealous of me. We'll get on to that after, but honestly, AJ... You never see Rick? Oh,
yes.
Can't believe when you...
They may have been the best players we've met this format for a while, to be fair.
Yeah.
That sound is out.
They're literally amazing. Apart from Dempsey.
Just take out that guy.
Oh, what a gay. He's got like this other guy, he thinks he's 2 people. Doesn't even know what he's doing with his life. Crazy motherfucker. But... yeah, I played Rick. He's using Samurais.
They're really good build of Samurais.
He's probably the best build of Samurais.
Susie played at Worlds and
he
did well.
I had Scrap Dragon and I had a set monster, and I'm thinking, right, he has no outs. None at all. And then he draws and summons Zanji, and he was buzzing because Zanji was his tech. And then I'm like, well, that is quite a good tech, and it's a really good call because he's made triple asceticism. But he didn't know I had Solemn down, so I solemned it, and he just was like, oh, never mind. Then he wins game 2. Game 3, he has like such an aggressive hand, but he can't make any synchros, so he goes aggressive, and I beat him somehow. And then I play Onion in top 8, and yay, safety Umbro. I lose.
Attack directly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, top 4, alright. Jake. No. Jake wins his top 4 game and wins the final. Now that's all I have to say. Then we went out drinking.
Bikes of Bristol have never seen such carnage as Richard Cherry that night.
This kid.
He started off happily playing with a bike that you found. It was obviously tied up, he didn't just find a bike. Somebody's own property, let's face that. He's just got a photo taken riding in somebody's bike. Then we turn back around, got it on the floor, he's kicking the fuck out of this bike, smashing it in, oh dear me. We went out, walked up a massive bank looking for another bar or club to go to, realised there wasn't anymore. Went back to the same place, which when we left had nobody in it. When we came back had 30 people in it or so.
Oh,
we can only assume it's because we took Sean away, then brought him back.
Sean Thompson is the biggest cock block in the world. Sean dances like this. Danny!
Oh man.
Right, and that's when we realised that Jordan Dempsey cannot believe Onion. We actually realised this.
This is on video. Have you got the video there?
I actually do.
Put it on.
1 second. This might take a while.
Sean knocked all the Onion's chips out his hand as well. We're in the takeaway, he's getting chips. Walked along for like a minute to meet these guys. Comes along, he's had about 1 chip. Sean's just like, yeah, bang. Chips everywhere. AJ somehow catches the burger on his foot. So it doesn't go on the floor and he eats the burger. But many chips were lost that night.
Oh, here we go.